Hi-ho, it's me, Kimberly Cato. Welcome, day 17 of 30 Days Live. And here I am, late but present. Made it in before midnight. I wasn't quite sure I was going to. Um, but it's been a really extraordinarily wonderful and productive day. We actually went out and filmed a few things, and I'm going to be working at putting them together so I can show you. Um, and I'm really, really, really excited about it. It was a really amazing day. I got a lot of things done. I learned so much. And tomorrow, I get to submit everything for final sort of beat up, I guess, and approval. And then it's off to developing and finalizing everything about the program and the new membership site and um, everything. So, Trauma Transformations is coming soon. Soon. I know I've been saying that for the last 17 days and then some. But this process started for me in the end of April. Um, and I'm delighted that I'm at this point. I was about to say I never even imagined this possible, but the truth is, I did imagine some of it, but I had no concept of how to actually make it happen. And so I'm very grateful for the team that I met who has come alongside me with their great wisdom and input and constant encouragement and a few slaps upside my head when I wasn't walking straight. Um, and so I'm elated and exhausted, um, but delighted at the same time. It's wonderful having a space to legitimately pour your creativity into. And no dream is too big. I bring things in a sort of hesitant manner, saying, well, I've always wanted to do this, or I've always wished I could do that, or whatever the case may be, and having that not fall on deaf ears, but fall on ears that say, oh, that's what you want to do? Well, have you thought about doing this? And have you thought about doing that? And if we did this, this, and this, we could make it happen. And no dream is too big. In fact, maybe even it's a little too small. The bigger you dream, as long as you pour that dream into the right ears, you'll find people who can come alongside you and help you actually bring your dream to fruition. And I'm delighted in the people that I found to help me bring it along. Um, so in usual fashion, um, I have a few tiles or posts, these little pictures in the just before this on my Kimberly Cato Psychotherapist site or page. You'll find these three uh, posts, and I'm always drawn to posts that have lions or tigers and bears in them. And two of the posts that I posted this evening have lions in there roaring beautifully. Well, even though the mouths aren't open. Anyways, the first one says God doesn't give the hardest battles to his toughest soldiers. He creates the toughest soldiers through life's hardest battles. Oftentimes we think that we've been through far too much. And truthfully, life can sometimes beat the dreams out of you. But If you've been through stuff, truthfully, if you've been knocked down and um, beaten and battered by life and circumstances in and of its own self, trust me, if you're still standing, as you must be, and that's why you're able to hear, if you're still standing, you went through what you went through because you are already the tough soldier prepared for battle. And you're in the perfect position to help others who have been through battles or who are going through battles and they do not see an end in sight. You're in the best position to go and reach out to those who are still in war. So be encouraged by your battle. Don't be beaten by it. Be encouraged to know that you've been given this because you are able. You are able, as am I. I can say this with complete conviction because it is, in fact, my own story. The next tile that I posted says, don't aim for success in if you want it. Just do what you love and believe in, and it will come naturally. It's all about flow. It's all about um, being in a position to let your heart's desire and the love and beat of your heart to actually flow. And in that position and from that position, you'll then be able to achieve that success that you want. We have a picture of what success will look like. And I did throughout all my life. Success looks like thus and so. But I've achieved those thus and so's and not felt success. Because truthfully, success isn't about something external. Success comes from being able to actualize the vision and the dream that's actually in your heart. And when you're manifesting that vision, you feel the success. You know the success. So press to actualize your vision over keeping your eye on this success that often, even when attained, is not satisfying, nor is it natural. And the final one, small minds can't comprehend big spirits. To be great, you have to be willing to be mocked, hated, and misunderstood. I almost don't even want to say anything about that because it seems to me that it says all that it needs to in and of its own self. But truthfully, pushing through your battles and focusing on your vision so that you can achieve that success will put you in a position where you're sometimes alienated by people. And depending on your vision, only just kind of, almost always when you step out in faith to achieve that thing that is the beat of your heart, you're gonna experience resistance. You're gonna encounter opposition. And it often comes from places that you didn't anticipate or expect, and from people you never would have dreamed would speak of or do, or misunderstand you in the way that they do. But don't let that discourage you from pushing on and responding to the call of your heart, because there is nothing else. There's nothing greater. And you can endure the burden and the uh, confusion of those on the sidelines who are naysayers and who lack the power or the ability or the willingness to encourage you or uplift you or just shut their mouth. If they're not interested in what you've got, if they're not liking how you flow, it'd be better if they were silent, but often they're not. But even in that noise, just plug your ears to it. Focus on what is in your heart, what is bringing you joy, and disregard all that says anything contrary. Find those who speak life and encouragement to you and walk with them. That's the place to go. Mm. And um, I cannot say this without having to tell you also that even as you walk in the path where you are um, purposing to actualize your dreams, you'll have those distraction will come in all different forms. Like even just now, distractions will come in all different forms. But don't be distracted. Don't be sidelined. Just stay focused. Stay focused. Press on. Move forward. Um, just move forward. That's my message and word of encouragement for this fine evening. Um, there is one other thing because it's been kind of freaking me out over the last week. I and I don't know how to say this without just saying it. So here it is. I get a lot of friend requests, which are wonderful, and I appreciate them. But I'm really surprised by how some people are representing themselves. I'm really surprised at, I'm really surprised. Um, Walk with dignity, ladies and gentlemen. Walk with integrity. You just walk with dignity and integrity. And know that if you approach me in any other manner, you won't be entertained. Enough said. Have an awesome evening. Know um, that the goal and the purpose here is to press and push past battles and opposition, to stay focused on your vision and your dream, and um, not focused on achieving success, but focused on actualizing your vision. And don't hearken under the voice of the stranger as you walk through all of this in order to actualize your dream. And when you get to the other side, as will I, we'll applaud one another and cheer one another on. I'm so blessed by all of you who are pushing and purposing to achieve your goals. As I see you and applaud you and encourage you along the side, I thank you so much for encouraging me along the side too. Be well, be blessed. Know that you are loved and greatly, greatly appreciated. Yeah. Have a nice night. Bye now.